They deserve everything that they have achieved this year. They worked hard throughout the entire season, and it was very gratifying to see that they were number one for 4 weeks straight. And you're right, we wish we would have brought home the state title, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, this year the state tournament was at Livermore. In the past years, it's been at Ames or Boone.
Ames.
Okay, Ames Golf and Country. Talk to me, I guess, a little bit about the change and how that comes about. Do they decide each year where it's going to be in a meeting? Is it locked in for a few years at a time? What do you know about the selection process of where the state golf tournament will be?
Well, they've had the Class 3A at Ames Country Club the past 2 years, and then they flipped them where 2A was competing up at Spring Valley. 2A went to Ames Country Club this year, and 3A went up to Spring Valley, and that's where it'll be held again next year, is up at Spring Valley in Livermore. After that date, I'm not sure if there's anything etched in stone.
Do they, I know it seems like, you think, well, geez, why wouldn't you have it in the Des Moines area, which I think obviously if they could, it would be better just centrally located for folks. But I know, and we've talked about this a little bit, finding a place to have it, there'd be a number of courses who, quite frankly, probably just wouldn't want it, right?
Right. That's a tough thing. And one of the suggestions I've made to Roger, and I've thrown it at several coaches, most golf courses don't want to surrender their course to a group of kids on Friday and Saturdays. That's usually a high traffic area for golf courses. And one of the things I'm suggesting to the association is they move the tournament to a Monday, Tuesday, and travel on like a Sunday. And by doing that, a lot of golf courses are looking for traffic on Mondays especially, and even Tuesdays. And if we did that, I think we would have the opportunity. Far more courses in the central Iowa, I think, would be might entertain the idea of hosting the state tournament.
Let's talk about this course and how it shaped up for your team. What did you guys like about the course, and where did it create the issues for you guys?
It was a beautiful 18-hole course stuck out in the middle of nowhere. The Birdie family constructed the course, and it's privately owned. And it's a fairly tight course, short course, and that really doesn't fit into our strengths. I've got some kids that are bombers, and it'd been more to our advantage if we had a lot longer course. It played at 68, 69, 100 yards, but this played relatively short in about 63 or 64. The greens weren't necessarily that fast. I didn't think they were extremely fast. It was more of a shot. It was more of a course where you just had to manage your shots throughout the entire day. Took driver out of the bag numerous times. They had a lot of in-course, out-of-bounds dog legs that we're not that familiar with the in-course out of bounds and as sharp as dog legs as you would find there. And it is what it is, though. We just didn't manage the golf course very well.
What are the rules for being able to play the golf course beforehand? And obviously, with us being 3.5, 4 hours away, we're at a disadvantage there, regardless of the rules. But what are the rules of being able to play the course beforehand?
You can play the state tournament site anytime prior to sectional play. Once sectional begins, it's against the high school rules to go play a practice round. So Alex got up early in the year and did go play. Had one practice 18 there, and but he was the only one that we had on our team that had the opportunity to play the tournament.
Why do you think the rule is that once sectionals start, you're not allowed to go play the state tournament course? Do you know what the thinking is behind that?
Well, I think, once they have down the final 8 or 9 or 10 teams that's going to advance to the state side, what they want to do is prevent a mass, landing of 50, 60 players on their golf course wanting to play practice rounds. It's hard enough to find courses that are willing to host the venue, but if you were to take a full week and have 12 guests come in on this day and clog up the course, and 12 days 12 new people come in on the following day, and these courses have their own men's league, their ladies play, and everything else, and so I think that's the thinking behind it.
Visiting with Coach Mike Carney about this boys golf team. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about the season, about the state tournament, about this group of young men that I know hold a very special place to Coach Mike Carney, as they have taken him and this community on quite a ride over the last few years, and talk about the future. He's got some pretty good players coming back. Plenty more to come with Coach Mike Carney right after this. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitchfork Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon. They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500.
Hi, folks. Billy Thomas with Thomas Funeral Home and Cremation Service. In 2007, we opened the Thomas Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Centerville with these thoughts in mind. Provide the area with a funeral home that is supportive of the community and its people beyond the funeral service. Provide superior service that well exceeds those around us. Providing a home-like atmosphere when helping your family tailor the services to your needs. No tricks, no pressure, just genuine care. Doing all of this at the best price. At 37 years of age, I can offer my availability to your family today and decades to come. For information on funerals, cremation, or advanced planning, stop by Thomas Funeral Home or give us a call at 641-856-4321, or in Bloomfield at 641-664-2353.
The Thomas Funeral Home, building a reputation, not resting on one. You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG, Centerville, talking boys golf with Coach Mike Carney. And Coach, what a season, 93-2. Of course, obviously everybody was hoping for a state tournament, but this group of boys, golf like any other sport, on any given day, you never know what's going to happen. But I can't imagine that you could have asked for any more of an effort or any more of a commitment than what this group of high school young men gave you to try to accomplish that goal.
Well, these are great kids. I mean, they're just fantastic, and I can't say enough about good things about them, and as well as their parents and the support that they gave the program throughout the entire year. You know, it's a commitment, and you know, I think we work harder than any other team. I don't think we work equal to. I think we work harder. You know, the kids come out, and lots of times they're out there at 3 o'clock, or they have an early out, and we lots of times won't call it quits until the sun goes down, and you know, that's a heck of a commitment. They come home, they eat late. You know, we travel, and we only play 2 home matches during the entire year. So, you know, lots of times we're on the road, and they get in late and got homework, and I'm just so proud of them.
You look at high school sports and the number of kids who play multiple sports, and essentially in most cases, if you got a kid playing 3 or 4 sports, there's a sport that you would say that's his sport, and he's playing the rest because he's a high school kid and it's fun and it's a thing to do, and you got to have it. Mm-hmm. I would look at your team this year and think that at least of your top 4 golfers, first and foremost, they're golfers. That's got to be a little bit rare. I mean, a lot of people play golf. Is it rare that you would have probably your top 4 players that's what they are, as golfers, and anything else they did were just other sports they played?
I think so. I don't think I've had a group of kids is what we've had this past year that you know, are so committed to the game. You know, we're always fighting some of the other sports, but I'll tell you, Russ, I look back in the last, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, I've been really fortunate to have several kids and groups of kids that put one heck of a commitment into the game of golf, and I can't thank them enough. And I feel like you know, there's a connection between different teams that I've had to go through, because they know. I alluded to it last time, you know, from Brendan to Logan to Quentin, Austin, and all those guys we've had in the past that have just really made a commitment. And you know, the kids on this team know what commitment they made, and they in turn have made as strong or even stronger commitment to the game. So I'm so appreciative of what they've done.
You bring home a 3rd place trophy, and well, you know, that's something to be proud of. Obviously, like I say, this group of kids had the ability to do to bring it all home. But and if you had that tournament 10 times, maybe 5, 6 times they would have. But 3rd place finish, I think, when they look back, I don't know if we can even think about exactly what this group of kids has accomplished with the number of times they've been to state, and now to bring home a 3rd place trophy. It's got to make you awful proud of them.
I'm extremely proud of the kids. You know, it's just unfortunate that we put so much effort into it that we weren't able to bring home the state title. But at the same time, you can't take away the effort, and you can't take away the fact that, you know, in essence, we beat every team in Southern Iowa. We don't go out of our way to hide from anybody. We beat Creston a couple times, and Pella 3 times, and Washington and Williamsburg, and we beat some pretty traditional strong golf teams on away from here, and I'm proud of that.
We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll talk about the golfers that got third in state. We'll break down each golfer and coach's thoughts on their season, and then we'll look to the future as well. What's next for the Big Red Golf Team? This is our spring finale. We're coming back right after this.
Hello, friends. This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Experience counts in today's world, especially when it comes to planning your retirement income. If you are within 5 years of retirement, experience has taught me that this is a very critical time for you to start planning your income distribution when you retire. Maximizing Social Security and asset allocation are very important pieces of the plan when it comes to your retirement income. With 28 years of experience, I know how the 5 years before retirement can affect your income. If you would like some help, contact me. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Phone 437-7283. That's 437-SAVE.
Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appomattox County. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville. At J&L Flooring in Centerville, they're ready to help with all your flooring needs. J&L Flooring on the east side of the Centerville Square has carpet, vinyl, tile, hardwood, and laminate. And with a large selection in stock, you're sure to find just what you want at a great price. J&L Flooring on the east side of the square in Centerville is open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays 10 to 2. J&L Flooring on the east side of the Centerville Square. Their prices will floor you. You're listening to the spring finale of the Pitch Sports Show here on KCOG. And congratulations to Coach Mike Carney and the boys golf team on a tremendous season, third in state, a community that's very, very proud of these young men. Very proud of all of our athletes. When we look at the spring season, it was a very solid year. Our girls golf team came up just short of a trip to the state tournament, and Graydon Schmidt made it a memorable season for the track as we say goodbye to Coach Jim McCord after, I think, 39 seasons as the head track coach, over 40 seasons coaching track here in Centerville. But what a job Graydon Schmidt did of sending him out on a high note. So we have a lot to be proud of and a lot to be thankful for here with Big Red Sports. Right now we're visiting with Coach Mike Carney. And Coach, we've talked about your team as a whole, but let's break down your 6 varsity players and some quick thoughts on each of them. And I know, boy, this is going to be a hard group of seniors to say goodbye to.
Oh yeah, I've been with these guys for 4 years, and we've had some ups and we've had some downs, and they're almost become like family to you, and I'm definitely going to miss them.
Well, let's start with Alex Mormon. He's going on to play Division I. It's not every day you have a Division I golfer, and it's not every day you see a kid like this who golf is not only his sport, it is his sport. I mean, he has put so much time and effort into it. I can't imagine that you will ever coach anybody who would be any stronger on the mental side, let alone the physical side of Alex Mormon. And I know you're going to be keeping track of what his future holds. He's got a lot of bright things ahead of him in golf.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch Alex and see how he progresses down at Kansas. Jamie Burmel's record speaks for itself. He's put a couple players on the tour, Zach Johnson, Martin Laird, two that come to mind right off the top, and he'll be competing in one of the best conferences in the country, in the with Texas and Oklahoma State. So, but a lot of this is due to Alex, but a lot of it is the support and the commitment that Joe and Amy have put forth with Alex. Needless to say, none of this could have been obtained if Joe and Amy hadn't made one heck of a commitment to Alex to achieve his dreams, and so it's more than just Alex.
So what does he work on? I mean, what happens now at Kansas? Here's a kid that's won two state titles. Many of us could go out and watch him and say, my gosh, he hardly, what do you do next? How do you get better? Are there ways to continue to add distance to your drive? Obviously, you can always get a little sharper on short games or whatever. What do you see that Alex has left to do to get better and get to even the next level and beyond?
Well, I think without a doubt, one of the things that he's going to have to get better on is he's going to have to get better in course management. I think that when Alex has trouble out there, sometimes he just makes a bad decision that will cost him. And another area that I think he's going to have to improve on is his short game. He's gotten so much better from the time he first came in as a freshman with the short game. And you don't find very many guys out there that don't have a tremendous short game. I mean, little things like, hitting into a sloped green into you and hitting a full sand wedge in there, flying it into the pin, expecting it to stay there. And 9 times out of 10, that thing's going to draw, clear off the green. And he's going to have to learn to, maybe to hit that shot in there a little lower and bounce it in there and get it up to the hole. And just so many aspects of the short game that, I don't need to tell him anything. He knows what he needs to work on, and Coach Burma will sure and heck tell him some things he needs to work on. So,
Blake Dabney is another phenomenal golfer that this kid has put his time and efforts in, and he can play. He can play obviously at the next level if that's what he chooses to do. But what a fun young man! Great sense of humor. Knows when to be serious and when to relax a little bit. When you talk leadership and you got those guys, I'm sure Blake was as essential as anybody in a leadership role this year.
Blake's a great kid, and he has been a tremendous leader, as most of my seniors were for me this year. But Blake has a quiet side to him. But then he also has a very funny side to him, and he has improved so much from the time that he's come in as a freshman, and even this year. I mean, this had to be one of he started off the year so strong, and at our tournament, I had 2 kids go out there and post 65 for 18 holes. It's not. I don't care if you're playing a par 3. 65 is still a good score. And to have him and Alex do it on the same day, the same tournament, what a feat. What an accomplishment.
And so then you've got a couple of other seniors, and Bradley Irwin and Tyler Evers. And talk a little bit about each of those kids and what you hope for them.
Well, Brad's, obviously is, won the state high school in wrestling this year at his weight class. His mentality of kind of, not afraid to back down from anything, kind of carried over into golf. And as a result, I think it helped him. One of the worst things you can do is be kind of tentative out there in the golf course, and especially with golf swing, and we didn't have to worry about that with Brad. Just a competitor from the time that he gets out of the van and onto the course and back into the van. So, and Tyler has progressed from the time he was a freshman, and we knew we were going to be a little short at that end, as far as score is concerned, but we weren't short as far as time and commitment that Tyler put in, and that alone speaks volumes. And like I tell all the kids, you put the time in, you put the work ethic in, right attitude. You can go out and shoot 110. I'll be behind you, all the way. And that's the way it was with Tyler. And I'm so happy that he was able to experience the tournament and everything around it.
And then you've got Jake Hargrave and Colton Baloma wrapping up this tremendous varsity squad. A couple of kids that are going to be looked to next year to lead the way, and it looks like they may be ready.
Well, I think so. I'm counting on them to be leaders next year. Colton is a tremendous young man and probably showed as much improvement in the game as anybody on our team from last year to this year. His swing development was phenomenal. His scoring average on the year showed just the time and the commitment that he put in last summer. And I'm always happy to see that. Sometimes, kids will put in a lot of time and hard work, and it might not show up right away. But with Colton, it did. And if he improves half as much as what he did from his freshman year to his sophomore year, going into next year, he's going to be fun to watch. He's going to be challenging individually for a lot of medalist honors.
And Mr. Hargrave?
Jake can really pound the ball, and Jake, will need to improve on his course management and putting and the short game. But Jake can be a tremendous asset to us. A lot will depend on him, what he's able to get accomplished this summer with his short game. He undoubtedly has as much strength as anybody on our team, and that includes Alex and Blake both. But it's being able to channel that and put numbers up on the board that shows what to do with it. It doesn't do you any good to hit the long ball if you don't know how to put numbers up on the board.
Coach Mike Carney is Big Red's third in state this year. Congratulations, 93-2 overall. Great group of kids. Let's talk about next year then, Coach. And obviously you've got Jake and Colton coming back. What do you know about some of your underclassmen as far as who could step up, and then any knowledge of anybody coming out of the junior high that might be able to help?
Well, I don't know much about the junior high players. I'm out at the Manhattan. I've got one or two kids out there that in time will help us. I don't know if they'll be ready to help us next year. At the country club, I know there's several young players that have the potential to help us. Next year will be without a doubt a rebuilding year. I'm going to be looking for kids that will come in and be able to shoot in the mid-40s for me next year at any place. I don't care if it's at home or away. That's one of the things you're always looking for is the consistency, and we'll see what happens. But I on the way home, I'm always thinking about that, and we texted a few of these young kids in the junior high photos of the state tournament and the big trophy and everything, and tried to do a little recruiting work on the way home. It seems like you have to do that more and more in high school athletics because the pool tends to shrink of the number of kids out there that you can get to play sports. And so we just wanted to put a sales pitch in. But it'll be interesting to see how we look next spring.
Coach Mike Carney and his Big Reds, 93-2. Very proud community of this group of young men, and what a wonderful group, and congratulations on all their hard work. It's been a very good spring sports season. We thank you for your support of tuning in here on the Pitch Sports Show, and we look forward to our summer season now. We will be covering a lot of ball games. Summer's going to be mostly play-by-play action from the Little League, from the softball, from the baseball, high school. So look for our schedule. It may not always be on a Wednesday night, so we're going to put a schedule together for you and cover a lot of play-by-play of softball and baseball this summer, and we hope that you will enjoy that. For Chad Kester and Josh Bryce, who weren't with us tonight, and Mike Carney and all of the coaches who come out throughout the season, we thank them so much for their support of the show and coming out and visiting with us, and all of our sponsors. Of course, our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee, Cole Durrett, and the crew out here. Thank you so much for making the show possible each and every week. That is our spring finale. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Take care.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hi, this is Amy with the Flower Tea, and we have a new look. We would like to welcome the Junk Parlor to the east side of the square. The Junk Parlor carries a huge selection of antique, vintage, and repurposed items. Spring is just around the corner. Let the Flower Teak and the Junk Parlor get your home and garden ready. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131 and check us out on Facebook.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
The golf season is finally here, and the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you out to Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course. Call the Preserve today and book your tee time. 724-1400. That's 724-1400. The Preserve on Rathbun Lake offers beautiful scenery and challenging golf, all at an affordable rate. And they've got the best pro shop in the area. The Preserve on Rathbun Lake. Call 724-1400 for your tee time today. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitchfork Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon. They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500.
Hi, folks. Billy Thomas with Thomas Funeral Home and Cremation Service. In 2007, we opened the Thomas Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Centerville with these thoughts in mind. Provide the area with a funeral home that is supportive of the community and its people beyond the funeral service. Provide superior service that well exceeds those around us. Providing a home-like atmosphere when helping your family tailor the services to your needs. No tricks, no pressure, just genuine care. Doing all of this at the best price. At 37 years of age, I can offer my availability to your family today and decades to come. For information on funerals, cremation, or advanced planning, stop by Thomas Funeral Home or give us a call at 641-856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 641-664-2353.
The Thomas Funeral Home, building a reputation, not resting on one.
.7 KCOG Centerville. This is the station where you'll find all of your favorite artists. We're 99.7 KCOG, playing the best of the 80s, 90s, and now.
4-minute stations, 4 minutes away from your next Fox News Top of the Hour newscast. Three-minute stations, 3 minutes away from your Fox News Top of the Hour newscast. Two-minute stations, 2 minutes away from your Fox News Top of the Hour newscast.
You're listening to
Doing
the
all of
best
this
music from the
at the best
80s,
price.
90s, and now on
16702
99.7
Southern Iowa.
KCOG Centerville.
And we have a new look. We would like to welcome the Junk Parlor to the
We hope that you will enjoy that. For Chad Kester and Josh Price,
From the Fox
who weren't with us tonight, and Mike Carney and all of the coaches who come out throughout the season, we thank them so much for